Well, hi there. I'm Diana Montfort, and this is, yes, the one, the only Diana Montfort show. Diana Montfort, world's first transgender television journalist. What camera am I looking at? Anyway, I never said I was good at it. My guest is our wonderful friend, Ms. Brooke Cerda, who is a transgender activist. And she's transgender, and she's going to activate all over the place now. Anyway, and we're both wearing our shawls today. We just felt like wearing shawls, and so we are. So anyway, hello.
Hi, Diana. Thank you for having me again.
Oh, my pleasure.
I think it's been a while. I tried to make it last year, but I didn't realize it was the same day I got tickets to see Patti LaBelle.
And how was that?
She was amazing. She was celebrating 53 years of career.
Wonderful.
That's exactly my age. So she started in 1965.
And that's
she's
the year you were born.
Yes, she's 73. She's
wow,
73,
and she looks fantastic.
Her voice still amazing. She was really good.
Gitchy, gitchy, ya, ya, ya.
Yeah, she did that with Deborah Cox. They did that, you know, not like exactly like a duet because I don't know. She just didn't sing. She got two mics, but she didn't use that mic.
Creole Lady Marmalade.
Somebody said that she don't do duets with people.
Well, she works as single. Anyway, so what have you been up to aside from going to the Patti LaBelle thing?
Oh my gosh, thank you for asking. It's been kind of crazy. You know, one of my long-time hookups, you know, he kept like, you know, wanted to get serious and stuff. You know, we tried a couple of times, and this last time, he got arrested.
For what?
I believe that he was acting out because he committed a crime 5 years ago, so he had an open case.
Oh.
And I think kind of like started messing psychologically because he could not get no job because of that open case. Sure. Send him to programs, but you know, his mom said that he was kind of like getting bullied or something, and he would just walk out. So it's very frustrating. You know, I'm like kind of concerned. You know, for him, because, you know, I don't know what's going to happen. I just haven't spoken with the mom since his court day was on Tuesday. Like on
Did he make it?
On the 27th. No, they kept him for a month. Oh. This happened on, what's it called, that holiday that was?
Memorial Day?
Veterans. I think it was Veterans Day, Sunday.
Poor guy. Well, I'm sure he'll
he
be
got
fine.
arrested. Yeah, I mean, I'm hoping. You know, now he's 30 years old, so I feel like robbing the cradle.
Well,
me being 53. But I mean, we had a lot of chemistry. That was not. It was really sad because it was not the right time.
Yeah.
Right people, wrong time.
Yeah, sure.
So, you know, and also, what else have I done? Of course, the beach. You see, I'm like, you know, going to.
Well, weren't you in Miami recently?
I was there, that was Christmas Eve.
Oh, that wasn't recent.
You know, well, for me, kind of like, yeah, that was, you know, one of my baby sisters, you know, she went to get a breast augmentation. And over there is dirt cheap because they don't, they don't need to have insurance over there.
In Miami?
In Miami.
Oh, now we know.
Dirt cheap, like, but they don't have insurance, so you cannot sue. And it was really great because the form was like, but they were on point. They treated us really nice, even me.
Good. Why wouldn't they treat you?
She was very. Well, you never know. You never. It's a red state.
Oh well.
I was.
Yeah, but Miami's cool.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I wasn't there long enough. It was just 1 week, and no, but it was really good. It was really good. I mean, like weather and stuff. I loved South Beach.
Yeah, yeah.
I spent one day in South Beach all day. Went to the clubs and everything. I was like, didn't sleep.
Oh, wonderful.
So
that good, huh?
Yeah. Now I'm doing, you know, Orchard Beach and Reach Beach, alternating. Orchard Beach now closes at 6 p.m.
Which is absolutely idiotic. I mean,
I don't know why 6 p.m. They started kicking everybody out. Like, even before that, I was like,
and you
is
can't
this New York City?
Cigarettes. Yeah, really.
Oh yes, you can smoke even when it's outdoors. They should have a section because it's outdoors. You know,
yeah.
They should have like, but no, there's a lot of. There's like a laundry list of things that you cannot do, which is kind of like triggering because I feel like it's like a slippery slope. They can arrest you for
it's total
for
fascism. This started in ancient Rome. They make everything illegal, and then they prosecute selectively. And that's exactly what they're doing now. And you cannot do this, that, the other thing. When I hear, oh, the land of the free, yeah, where is it? Because it's not here. We can't do this, we can't do that, we can't, you know.
Yeah, but I mean, like, I feel like now, this year, we have elections in September and for, you know, city council and stuff.
Yeah.
And in November, we have mayoral elections.
Yes.
So we need to be very, very cautious and see, you know, who we're going to elect. Go to your community board meetings all the time, even
Or
if this
join
show,
your community
if
board.
this show airs even past September, you know, you still have November. Register and make sure you asking questions, get to know them, and everything, because this is crucial to have resistance. This is like one of the very few pockets of resistance in the country.
Yes.
So it is very, very important. You know, I personally am going to endorse the brother of Caliph brother, Akim brother.
Oh, okay.
He's for the Green Party. He's in the Green
But
Party.
is that a valid way to use a vote? I mean, I've never seen someone from the Green Party win. It seems to be almost the waste of a vote.
I'm glad you asked, because I feel like, you know, a lot of the politicians are ready to compromise. Their integrity is being compromised. Like, I've been observing politics.
Wait, they're what?
Compromise, you know,
No,
like they do a thing.
integrity, politicians, those two
I
concepts
didn't get
don't
it.
work together. Integrity,
I know,
politicians.
right? Contradiction in terms.
Yeah.
Whatever, oxymoron, whatever that.
Yeah, and they're all morons like oxes. But that's
No, but
not-
I mean, I have been observing, and I like, you know, it's just like, you know, one hand watches the other. They do too many favors to other people, because I mean, you have to compromise. But
That
I
is
feel like they're all the
politics,
two
yes.
compromise, you know.
Yeah, well, that is politics. But what we're objecting to is the "thou shalt not" style fascism that's prevalent in New York and probably in the rest of the country. You can't do this, you can't do that. The park closes at sundown. You know, I mean, please, you know, we paid for the park.
Yeah,
It's our park.
tons of police in the beach.
Except
you
when
know,
you need them.
And it was like, you know, they go in the jeeps back and forth.
On
and I
the,
feel like,
on the beach?
on the beach,
That
and-
must be fun.
and I feel like they're gonna step on somebody.
Yeah, it's like a police state. It's very much like George Orwell's 1984 or Nazi Germany. You know, here come the Gestapo. So
They need to vacation with us, so they know what it's like. Not in those fancy resorts that they
Don't
go
you
to.
think they
The politicians,
Oh,
so
yeah,
they
but
can see
people
what
might
it's like.
kill them. Come on.
What it's like, you know. I mean, because it's the weekend.
Look, a lot of them didn't start rich. They know what it's like. They just don't want to remember because they like being rich. But no, they know what it's like. Don't worry.
Well, continue with your answering, Mr. Akim brother. You know,
That's his name, brother.
brother, just brother. I don't know how to pronounce it. I apologize.
How do you spell it?
Brother. I don't know. I don't know how to-
B-R-O-D-E-R?
with a W. Brother.
Oh, Brower.
Brother.
Brother. Well, whatever.
With
Akim.
a B-R-O-W-E-R.
Okay.
Brother. Akim with two
Akim.
E's.
Yes, like
And,
Akim Damidov, the character
So
actor.
he's like he's one of the same thing, kind of like very similar story to my ex-boyfriend now.
But
Because
now he's running for office.
for mayor. Yeah, his brother actually committed suicide 2 years after he was released from Rikers.
Why did he? Oh, yes, I know
He
who
was
you mean.
kept in
yes.
Rikers with no charges
Yes,
for
I know.
3 years.
Yes,
and
I
they
know.
broke him, and he committed suicide
I know
2 years later.
the person you're talking about, that politician.
You know everybody.
Yeah, well, I do, yeah. Well, you do a show forever, you're going to meet everybody. But, yeah, but it's a shame that he's a Green Party candidate because much as I admire the Green Party, not being mainstream, he has minimal chance of winning, you know.
Listen, we have in Jackson, Mississippi, we had a radical black politician. I forgot his father comes from a dynasty of politicians.
Right.
So it is happening. People are like, I feel like in the worst cases, sometimes, there's still a little bit of hope. So I feel like hope, I mean, there's always a first time, number one.
Yeah.
There's always a first time, and there's always been like, people laugh that this administration, this so-called president, was never going to win. You've seen all the videos.
Yes.
They were like, say, like, Mr. President, and the people that like have they're still laughing. I don't understand why people are laughing.
Or crying.
SNL, all this stuff. It is like, we have a food right here, and they're escalating.
Yes, but what politicians hate most of all is ridicule. They love fear if you're afraid of them. They love respect if anyone anywhere respects Trump. I don't know of anyone. But they hate to be ridiculed, and that's the best defense against these people, laughing at them and
it
making
seems like
them
it's
ridiculous.
feeding him. I mean, like, even like he's just getting.
He's not a politician. He's basically a stand-up comic who owns real estate. He's a brilliant stand-up comic, Trump. I'll give him that. He's wonderful. Great comic, for real. I'm not being nasty.
I'm
He's
not
a great
laughing.
stand-up comic. He is maybe the world's worst politician. I mean, and you know, maybe he should.
There's people already
not
die.
be.
There's people already die because, you know, people, especially people who have cancer or something immediate, and there's so much
You
red
mean if he takes away
red tape for
Yes, if he
Medicaid,
takes away
insurances. you know.
Exactly. Well, yeah, that's it.
People already
They're-
die from the
Well,
red tape.
Yes, but if you are on Medicaid and you have any kind of illness that needs immediate attention, I strongly urge you to go to your city council member, your assembly member, your Congress member, your senator. That is what they are there for. Wherever you're watching this, go to these people and they will help you because that's why they were elected. So don't worry about it. Go to one of your politicians and say, I need help. And they will help you because that's what they're there for.
Yeah,
Except Trump, he won't help.
and also the community board meetings, so we can present somewhat of a unified front
He knows
as
exactly. Look,
communities.
he's very Marie Antoinette. He knows how most of us in this country feel about
No, but I
him.
believe that it starts with local politics.
Yeah, but he doesn't care.
Elections, you know, that's where the next president is
He
going to
thinks
come out.
we're all untutored, unwashed peasants, and he doesn't care what we think. And that is not what the U.S. is about. This country was founded by and for unwashed, untutored peasants. Yeah, power to the people. And they make a little money like Trump, or a lot of money like Trump, and suddenly, you know what, doesn't stink anymore. Now they're el gran señor. And they're not. They're still jerks, and they don't realize it. And they're unqualified to run anything, maybe a real estate empire, okay, but not a nation. And, you know, alienating other world leaders, not smart. You know, whatever.
I know.
I'm so tired of Trump and talking about Trump. I have Trump fatigue. I'm Trumped out. Trump you. I am so fed up with Trump.
I know. I stopped watching television years ago.
Not this show.
No,
This
of course
is the
not.
one
this
show you should watch.
And by the way, if
4
you
out of
watch
5 dentists
the
recommend.
Diana Montfort show on YouTube now.
Yes.
The episodes are being also uploaded on YouTube, so if you missed it and you want to go back in memory lane, you can just go to Diana Montfort show on YouTube and you find all the episodes now.
Yes.
Which is great.
Oh, thank you. And you can also go to the National LGBTQ Archives and punch in Diana Montfort films or shows, and they have many of our early shows. I've been on the air since 1990, and the National LGBT Archives has the early shows, and they are available to you online should you wish to see those.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing. I mean, like, you know, what made you start? You know,
Well,
27
I'll
years.
explain why I started my show. I started the Diana Montfort show because I was and am and will be trans, and there were no trans people on television. Every now and then you saw trans.
but you couldn't risk your life back in the day.
Everyone told me that, and they said, don't do this. It's very dangerous. People will kill you. And I said, well, you know, I'll take my chances. My grandfather, Don Basilio Alvarez Rodriguez, in Spain was a former Catholic priest who became el padre de los pobres, the father of the poor. And they said exactly the same thing to him. Don't do this, they'll kill you. They didn't kill him. And so far, they haven't killed me. It's important to get the trans message out. That's why I started this show, because I wanted to see a show that I wanted to see with people who were like me, transgender. So, you know, I mean, it's important. And nobody's going to kill anybody.
I mean, back in the days, it was like a lot of times, so it could be like, especially certain neighborhoods in the Bronx or whatever. Somebody found out, oh, she is, and right there, they will beat you up.
I totally agree. It was very dangerous, but there comes a point where you just say, screw it. I don't care about the danger. I'm going to do what I'm going to do because it's important to my community, and I don't give a damn about a few yahoos who might threaten me, you know? And also, don't forget, I'm pretty tough, you know. On the other side of my family, on my father's side of my family, my father and his brother were both boxers during the Depression, so I'm pretty tough, you know.
Okay. What part of Spain are they from?
Oh, no, that's my father's family. My mother's from Spain, my father's from Baltimore, Maryland.
Oh, okay.
Another foreign country.
So what part of the Spain your mother was?
Oh, Madrid, Galicia, y San Miguel de Cerrezuela en Ávila.
Because both of my last name are Catalan.
Oh, really? Oh, wonderful.
So, you know that.
Yes, well, that's Barcelona.
Which that used to be the Phoenicians, right?
Yes,
the Phoenicians,
Catalans far back,
go back
very
to the
far back.
Phoenicians.
Because it was a seaport, so naturally there was a lot of, yes, the Phoenicians. So, yeah, but that's...
De hecho, you know, as a matter of fact, you know, Guadalajara, my hometown where I was born,
Mexico, sí.
The first name used to call La Nueva Galicia.
Ah, bueno, Galicia.
The New
sí.
Galicia.
Sí, sí.
So that's Catalan. Catalunya?
No,
that's,
Cataluña, Galicia es el norte.
Galicia es el norte.
Sí.
Then I wonder why did I end up with two Catalan names? Cerda Guzmán, they told me they're Catalan.
Bueno,
Cerdá, right?
Sí, pero es un nombre corriente en España, o sea, it's not an unusual name in Spain to be named Cerda.
Ah, okay. So they mainstream in Spain.
Yeah, sure.
¿Y Guzmán?
Guzmán.
Lo mismo, the same?
Es en realidad judío.
Oh yeah, everything I got man, right?
Sí, y la Z, Guzmán. So it's Jewish Guzmán. Y
but if you Google it, it says Catalan. It's
bueno,
very,
sí, pero
very that
originalmente
area.
eran judíos.
Oh, de los moros, tú estás hablando de los moros.
Sí, bueno, esos están en Andalucía. In the south of Spain.
Moorish, we're talking about Moors,
yes.
yeah.
They, you know, Queen Isabella was very much like a kind of Hitler in skirts, and she chased out the Jews and the Moors and anyone else she didn't like, you know. So yes, Queen Isabella, the woman who provided the money for Columbus to sail to America and discover it. I think the Native Americans thought they'd been discovered long ago, but Columbus said, well, no, I've discovered you, okay? You're not discovered until I discover you. Sounds like a movie producer, but anyway. So Queen Isabella, yes, that Queen Isabella was quite the prejudiced lady and was really not a nice gal, you know. And don't forget, I believe her mother's name was Juana la Loca, Joan the Mad.
Yeah, Isabel la Católica.
Que está el rey durmiendo.
I know.
She used to carry around her mummified husband. This is Isabella's mother, Joan the Mad. Used to carry around her mummified husband's corpse, and when anyone would say anything, she would say, "Shh, the king is asleep." And everyone would say, "Yes, ma'am."
Wow.
Yeah, that's Queen Isabella's mother, and Isabella was, as we know, a Hitler in skirts. Oh dear, I wonder if she had a little mustache.
¿Y Fernando?
Fernando
Who wore the pants? Is that you saying that?
Yeah, please, Fernando, he was a cape-on. No,
he was not
he was
relevant in
Isabella,
history?
por favor.
Oh, so he was just the sidekick.
Yes.
Kind of like Isabella,
like
Elizabeth from British,
British
Isabel, Elizabeth. And
he was basically the Prince Philip of Spain, yes. Fernando.
Isn't that funny?
Not to Fernando.
I mean, I guess like the same Queen Victoria. And
oh yeah,
we don't know much about her husband.
Listen,
her husband. We don't
a
know
queen
much.
with balls is a lot of fun, as we all know. But anyway, and even the monarchs too. But monarch butterfly, maybe no.
Okay, so yeah, so that's. What about you? What you been doing all this time? I haven't seen you. I haven't considered any parties this year. I haven't been to any parties.
Well, neither have I. That's why we haven't seen each other. I haven't been to any parties.
Oh, you know, I went to Gracie Mansion to see Laverne Cox.
Oh,
you know, they gave her a proclamation.
I didn't know she was there.
You didn't know. That's why I went.
Congratulations, yes. Laverne. Why didn't you call me and tell me, man?
Very, very happy. I found out the day before. I ran into somebody. I
You should have
ran into somebody. They told me, "Are you coming?" I
Me
said,
debías haber llamado para que fuera.
I'm sorry,
I love
I'm
Laverne. She
I'm
watches
always,
this show.
Yeah, but I have the video.
So does Caitlin. Hi,
And,
hi.
yeah, it was very, very exciting.
Did you see her?
They gave her a proclamation. No, I mean it was kind of like fast. You know, it's like a you've been to that reception.
Yeah, she just Zoom.
So it's like a, you know, just drink,
you see her at all?
drink and eat. Yes, of course. When she gave her speech.
What is she? Beautiful?
She gave her speech and she denounced publicly broken windows.
Good.
She says she said we have to get
here
rid
in
of that
New York
policy.
we have this terrible law.
Tell them about that.
Okay, here in New York we have this terrible law called the broken windows policy. That means that if you jaywalk, if you spit on the sidewalk, if you pee on the street, and they'll read you if you do that. No, if you do anything that's a tiny little crime, that's broken windows, and they stick you in jail for that. They take you to this awful jail called Rikers, which they're saying they're going to close someday. Yeah, let's wait until they do that. Rikers is this horrifying place where they torture people and do terrible things and criticize their coiffure and all sorts of cool stuff. And but anyway,
the crazy thing is that none of those offenses deserve punishment or prison or anything.
No.
But they're over there because people sometimes they don't even know they can pay bail. I have heard people that they didn't even know that they had a bail.
Yeah.
There was a famous man that his bail was $2, and they kept him there for years. You know, and he didn't know there was a bail. He said, like, shoot, I could have just make a phone call and have somebody pay my bail. Sometimes it's $50, and it's like, you know, so it is like, it's a loophole that we need to close that loophole because, you know, a lot of people.
Close those holes.
A lot of people, you know, that they're already struggling with depression and anxiety. Being in Rikers, it was a couple.
Help, yeah.
Yeah, you got up. That's what happened to Mr. Broden, Khalif Broden. You know, it's like, did you see the documentary they did?
No.
Jay-Z made a documentary.
Oh, wonderful! Good for Jay-Z.
Yeah, I have to see it. I think it's on Netflix or Hulu or something like that. I don't know. It's like I have to see it. Did you watch the documentary 13?
No.
On Netflix. I highly recommend it. And if you can get it, it was produced by Ava DuVernay.
Who is fabulous. Selma was brilliant, and that Evil Academy didn't even mention her. That's awful.
I know.
And they saw Selma. So what won? Like Ants in Your Pants of 2016 or something? I mean, it's
yeah, but that's a very, very important documentary.
Yes,
and
I know.
I think you can watch it for free.
I know, but
if you go to Netflix.com.
I see injustice. I see enough of that in life.
No, but this one it goes from the timeline. It starts from what's it called before Reagan. Who was the guy? Kissinger? No, Kissinger. Nixon. It starts with Nixon declared the war against drugs, and then Ronald Reagan. He just goes into.
And certainly a former film star would be desperately opposed to drugs. I mean, come on. Oh, please. But anyway, no. I've never been incarcerated. Have you been incarcerated?
No. Knock on wood.
As soon as they see the show, they'll come for us.
Knock on wood. I don't know. No.
Well, there's an old joke, the punchline of which is, pay the $2, you know.
We're so lucky to be in New York City. I mean, it's just like really like so many of us transsexual women, we gravitate to New York City or LA because this is like,
yeah.
This is like compared to the rest of the country that they can just like, if they find you out, you know, I mean, it just like you get sexually harassed, and then if you go and complain, and those complaints they get lost.
If you can possibly scrape together the cash or get a ride or something to go to New York or Los Angeles, and you're trans, maybe you should, you know, because you're going to be safer. Now, when you get here, there's no work, so I don't know how you'll survive.
Yeah, the hard part is the shelter system. You know, shout out to Alana Redfield. Mm-hmm. Now she works for NYCHA. You know Alana Redfield? She used to work at SRLP.
I don't know. Maybe.
She spelled it Alana Redfield.
Maybe.
You never met her?
Maybe. I mean,
I know everybody.
Yeah, I've met everybody. So.
Yeah, she's a woman of trans experience, like a girl like us.
Yes, maybe.
So.
Wait.
She used to work at.
You're a woman of trans experience. Oh, I'm shocked.
You're spooking me. Now everybody's gonna. You know, that's what it, you know, a lot of you know, seasoned ladies like us, that's the talk of the Right now, they say that you gotta get a vaginoplasty
Ah.
because when you're in the senior home,
Yeah.
the nurse, you know, you're gonna be like 70, 80 years old,
Right.
and the nurse is gonna come and change you,
So.
and she's gonna go ah.
So
and
she's
you're
getting
80
paid.
years old,
What's
and
the
you're gonna get
problem?
kicked out.
No, because they're gay homes. There will be gay homes.
You wanna bet?
Yeah.
I mean, if this administration.
I'll bet you an adult
She's taking for
diaper.
granted that this administration is gonna get out in 4 years.
Yes.
And she assumes that in 2018 we're gonna get some Democrats
Yes,
seats
yes.
back.
No, but also we gay folk want to start
That's a big.
nursing homes for our own kind. So there will be assisted living facilities and nursing homes. There are now. Sage has places.
You're gonna take that chance.
Yeah, I'm not getting it.
You're gonna be drooling in a senior citizen home, and you're gonna have Nurse Ratchet come to see you,
And I'll pee up her nose and drown her.
and she's gonna go tell everybody
When I was a
your
little,
tea.
there's a disaster. She'll tell everybody. I have a hunch that boat has sailed. You know, I don't think it's the best kept secret in
I
town.
don't know. I heard stories. They're gonna draw a mustache on you, and they're gonna
So
put you
what?
in man's clothes, and they're gonna shave your head, and it's just like, you know, I mean, that's some scary shit. That's some scary shit. You know, we already had some horror
Well,
stories.
they're not going to do it to me because I know my way around the political system, and I will sue the shit out of these fuckers. You know?
In your 70s and 80s, and you're like, you
Just
can
how
push
far away do
the
you think I
walker.
am from my 70s and 80s? It ain't that long a trip, you know?
I don't know.
I'm older than you are. It's not that.
Yeah, well, I'm in 90s. You know, I don't know. I mean, what if we have a fall? And
fall?
you know, they say always like people who fall, break a hip. A lot of people, they
Sure, maybe
deteriorate.
you'll break off your cock and you're all set. Okay, my guest has been the wonderful Ms. Brooks Cerda, who is a transgender activist. I, too, am a transgender activist. And I don't care what the nurse sees, and I will pee up her nose, and she might enjoy it and say, so you want to go out sometime, you know? But anyway, I love you. Even if no one else loves you, I love you. And I don't care what's between your legs. Whatever's between your legs is fine with me. Ooh, look at that. No, I love you a lot. And I will see you next time, and you take real good care of yourself. And don't you worry about nursing homes or anything else. Just be happy. Happy, happy, happy. And love yourself. I love you. She loves you. We love you. Take good care.
Absolutely.
Yes. We love you a lot. I love you a lot. Even if no one else loves you, I love you. I'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Estoy riendo porque the stuff we talk
You
about.
think it's funny, girl? It's just like, you know, imagine that you're in a home and then
I would go into a gay home. I would say, look out. I had pneumonia recently, not recently, like 3 years ago. I went to the emergency room. I said, I'm transgender. They said, okay. Nobody cared. A lot of us work in hospitals. Kim Walker used to work in a hospital.
You saw what happened to Tanya
Tanya, what happened to her?
Walker.
What happened to her?
You know,
No.
when she was after her surgery, they like.
Oh, yeah, she told me. They treated her really badly.
You're taking a chance.
Well, I'm not cutting anything off. I like it. Are you crazy? Cut it off. So a nurse won't be upset? She's getting paid. Fuck her. You don't like it, bitch? Get some
No,
of it.
it's just that they tell everybody you're T.
I'm seen all over the world saying I'm a T. It's okay, you know.
I guess. I don't know.
Voy a fumar y vuelvo dentro de un segundo y hacemos otro show.
Ok, nos vemos ahorita. Chao. Oh, me voy a cambiar.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry.
Llévate el bolso.
Bueno, no me voy a cambiar, nada más voy a soltar el pelo y quitar el rebozo.
Okay. Pero llévate el
Sí, me
bolso.
voy a llevar el bolso.
Hi, hi. Nice seeing you. We don't do this. What? Ryan doesn't do this. Oh, good. I'm so glad. I'm going downstairs a second and I'll do a second. I'm so glad. Good, good, good. That's really nice.